Hey, man. Hey, real professionals, that's who they are.
Yeah, on the
niggas.
Rory Mauld podcast, Mauld apologized to Baby D, a.k.a. Demaris, for laughing at Drake's post of her on his burner account. Don't remember the name.
Plot
Matter.
twist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
plot twist
with a lot of
But I
twists.
couldn't find the video, and I was
They might have came down.
I was trying to go to Plot Twist, which is, you know, Drake's alternate account.
She started beefing with some other TikToker.
Yeah.
And I will say I saw the other TikToker. I saw their back and forth. The other TikToker did fry her because...
Wait,
Demaris,
was that the one where, my bad, was that the where she was a classy lady?
Yes.
And she was like, Demaris, you're talking about my looks, but that's not woman-like.
Yeah, bro. She cooked her.
Oh, hold on.
She cooked her.
We need that.
Yeah, she kind of cooked her because
I'ma try to find
Demaris went straight like this ugly ass bitch, like blah blah blah, and then the other chick came back with like a sturdy 3 minutes, no cursing, and then educated her at the end, and talk about, now you see how I didn't I didn't lose myself, and I kept my.
This is composure, bitch.
Literally, bro. She fried her on that one. I was like, damn, Demaris, she caught an L right there for sure. But that was one of the things. So one of the things that Drake posted on the burner account was Demaris pretty much hyping up Kendrick, but it was out of context. The part where she said it, she was like, but what about niggas saying that Drake is a culture vulture, blah, blah, blah. It was in context of her laying both sides of the argument out. But that's the only part that got posted on the page. And then later on TikTok, Demaris was like dancing to the new Drake shit. So he posted it like, look how these niggas switch up. Which, before we get to Maul even apologizing for his actions and leaving it alone.
And
what the fuck what is Drake doing? It's like the fact that this nigga has to stop, bro.
What is he
I just
doing?
think this is so bad. Like, this is so corny that he's even doing this.
What? Just kind of like
highlighting all the people who are back liking your music again.
Well,
after they were,
you gotta understand. Like, I don't think anybody's been through what Drake did. Like, of course, there's like niggas starving in Africa, but just in terms of like, yo, everybody hates me,
and joking about somebody
like,
being
different.
Joke?
I guess so.
Everybody, dog. Like,
and it's not hate,
one
dog.
or two. Everybody, somebody can hit everybody in the industry.
Everybody, it is
like
everybody.
The music was like, fuck me.
And it's because everybody was putting the whole PDF thing on him, which is like, or not putting it on him, but laughing at the fact that that's even connected to his name.
Right.
So you're allowed to be a little bit mad, but is this the woman you saw, right? This video?
This is her.
So, I mean, if y'all want to, we can listen to a little bit of it. I forgot what Demaris said to her.
She was saying she's ugly?
I forgot what Demaris said to her, but I think she plays it too.
I think she does. Yeah. We'll just watch it. This chick fried her.
Now, being that you run a TikTok stand page that's dedicated to a man that wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire, I wouldn't expect you to know this. But my job as a producer and a mic on an entertainment podcast is to garner conversation from clips, which is why you're stitching something that I said a year ago without context.
Drake is addressing Drake's culture vulture ways and the way that he steals from the fucking culture. What did he?
Who's calling that? Who's calling that shit? Who's calling that shit? Who's
Girl, go sit down. What are you doing? Ugh. Go back over there with that boom bop bing bam. Go back with him.
Something about her foundation shade and the fact that she flat ironed her bundles on 25 degrees that really chapped my ass. And being that I'm sitting here on my couch rubbing my feet together like a moon cricket, today I have time. Damn, I'm good at my job. I should ask for a raise. You probably shouldn't have put me in that corner while having your face in the screen, because it actually made you look worse than you already made yourself look when you mixed shade Despicable Me and shade Ghastly Ghost and painted it on your face.
Demaris. Careful. Your insecurities are showing. Now, I would respond directly to you, but seeing how you blocked me, I can't. Anywho, that response was a choice. A very long-winded foundation shade obsessed choice nonetheless, but it was a choice. I, on the other hand, am going to choose differently. See, here's the thing. I don't do the whole tearing black women down over looks thing. That's just not my ministry. You won't catch me in the trenches of insecurity, swinging at edges and undertones like it's a boxing match. Unlike you, I don't need to attack someone's appearance to check them, boo. I can do it with the truth alone. You went straight to the makeup aisle instead of the facts, and that tells me everything I need to know about you. Speaking of truth, you said you create conversation garnering content, right? So basically, you say things you don't even believe just to keep the lights on? So you're clip farming? Ugh! That's embarrassing. Imagine selling your integrity for a check and then bragging about it on the internet. Couldn't be me.
Pause real quick.
Meanwhile,
okay, I'm not riding with her on that point. But it's flowing. It's flowing.
What don't you like?
Wait, what you don't like about it?
She's pretty much making it seem like her opinion is not hers at all. And she's like, oh, so what you're saying is that you literally only say things that garner conversation. None of this is really you. You're selling your integrity as a human by not giving us what you really think.
She took what Demaris said for face value, but she didn't like go outside.
Right.
Like she didn't.
Right,
she wasn't reaching that much.
It fits. It works because of what Demaris said.
Because of what she said.
I just wanted to make sure. I'm not subscribing to that thought process though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because Demaris isn't
you want to do it too.
Yeah.
I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it real. I got to.
So Sos can watch us again.
Yeah, I like what's happening right now. Yeah. It's flowing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't subscribe to that section though. The first section, all 10 out of 10.
Yeah. She didn't even take a sip of the wine.
She was good. Yeah. But did y'all want to watch the next 30 seconds, or you want to go straight to the apology?
We have to because
we did start. Did we do this? This is all Demaris, Rory, and Mauld. We're here, baby. Let's get it.
Right, like you going on
We're
this?
here. Fuck it.
Okay.
We want to be here. Let's fuck it. We're here.
All right.
wow, I say what I actually think. And the lights, well, they stay on just fine. I mean, it must be exhausting, huh? Waking up every day and thinking, what outrageous thing can I pretend to believe so that I can afford my Wi-Fi today? My opinions, on the other hand, are fully funded and no performance necessary. And despite what you might think, I'm not out here making content to be noticed by a man. Imagine going through life doing everything for the male gaze. That's GAZE, in case you needed help with that. As a woman with her own mind, I don't have to do that, boo. Meanwhile, you just admitted that you have to. You sit in a studio full of men and say whatever they tell you to just so you can collect a check. I agree, girl. You do need a raise. A raise in character, a raise in morals, a raise in integrity, a raise in values. But you know what? Keep it up. Play your role. Just don't get mad when people call you out for reading a script instead of having a backbone. So yeah, call me a ghastly ghost if you want. I'd rather be a ghastly ghost than a cowardly lion, shaking in my boots saying whatever pays the most, but too afraid to stand on it, which is why you blocked me. See how I checked you and didn't have to say anything about your looks?
No,
very ladylike, very demure.
Oh shit! I thought that was. But even her saying about the backbone, like when Maul was saying look, I apologize, and Demaris, she handled it pretty well.
She didn't accept it.
She didn't. She handled it well as far as okay. It was very passive, which I think was the best approach. Mm-hmm. But it's also the apology. The apology was so fake that I expected her to be a little bit more fuck you, Maul. I'm done today, but I'm coming back next week.
Yeah, I mean that whole apology, it looked disgusting.
It was a little trash.
Pretty much once she asked, do you feel sorry? No, I don't.
Well,
it was where are we?
Let's just listen
You know
to
what
it.
I'm saying? Because now it's goddamn, you should have at least said yes. You know what I mean?
And that helps them all.
That would have helped a little bit. All right, so now
Roy didn't help him practice.
What was that young lady's name?
Demure. Let's just call it Demure.
OVO Porsha.
OVO Porsha. So yeah, there's always there's also these underlying fan base.
Yeah, and I do want to, before you move to the next point, I do want to say people do convolute that a lot, where it's just because you title something away or because you push something in a certain way that you're not presenting your own real opinion. Yeah, that is something that I've noticed where it's easier for you to believe it's not a real opinion instead of understanding that how it's packaged. Right, instead of understanding that there's a person behind here who's meticulously packaging something a certain way because they want you to look at it first. Once you look at it and you typically watch the whole thing, you can understand a full point of view way more than how it's packaged to you.
It'd be
you know what I'm saying?
It's completely different if somebody says I don't like something or I hate something with zero explanation.
Yeah.
That's completely different from I really hate this shit and these are 4 points on why I just don't like that shit.
Yeah.
That's completely different from I don't fuck with that shit because I don't fuck with it.
Unless you're talking about Big Sean, it's just fuck him. You don't got to explain shit. It's just Big Sean. Fuck him.
Oh my God.
Of course you're trash.
Yeah, all I want to say is there's a world where both things are true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because clickbait is the only part that gets talked about, but there's a bunch of ways that niggas baiting titles.
Correct.
You ever seen those videos where it was this found you at like the right time, and it's some kind of self-help. Like, it's baiting you in the title as well. Yeah. It's just, you know, the clickbait ones piss people off.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of religious ads.
The religious
like
ads,
App Store ads. I'm like, I didn't even know there was.
They're kind of predatory.
I'm like, yo, this is why do I feel like I'm seeing sin.
Stop right here. Jesus wanted you to hear this message.
Yeah.
It's like, nigga, what?
It'd be too much. One time, it was Mark Wahlberg. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it'd be predatory.
This nigga about to read me a prayer.
Hey, you want to pray with me real quick?
Yeah. I was like, sure, Mark.
And it's real Mark Wahlberg.
It's the real Mark Wahlberg.
Boston, like where he's from.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Want to pray with me real quick? Like
those are predatory.
Yeah.
Those are predatory for sure.
You know I love Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, right.
I'll pray with you.
Not too fond of black people, but we love the Lord.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But
all right, so then we'll transition over to...
Are we about to watch him laugh at her? Or is this the
apology, I think.
It's 5 minutes. I'm definitely going to trim out if we're going to end up watching all 5 minutes. I'm going to chop shit down.
I know a minute and 30 is all we need, but it still gets good.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, because the extended version of it, 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔃, the extended version of it, it does get it just falls apart and unravels, but we do just need at least the first minute and a half.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Baby D, while we're here, I do want to apologize last week because you were upset at me because I laughed at a post, and I didn't want you to think that I was laughing at you. I was laughing at the post because we had just laughed about the post. So I don't want you to think that it's not love. It's always love from me to you. I love you and I support you. I just thought that the post was funny because we said that it was going to end up being a post. Well, Rory said it was going to end up being a post. So I want to apologize publicly.
Do you feel like you did something wrong?
No, I don't feel like I told him.
So then why are you apologizing?
Because you felt like I did something wrong.
I told you that?
Well, your energy spoke to me.
Damn, my energy spoke to you?
Yeah, I'm an energy reader.
It's his love language.
Yeah, I'm an energy reader. I read energy well. I read energy. So, you know, they brought it to my attention. Me and Rory spoke about it. And I was like, but I didn't do anything wrong. Like, I have that thing in me. I know when I'm doing something. I think any healthy mental person knows when they're doing something wrong. At no point did I think what I did was wrong. So when me and Rory spoke about it, I was like, yo, but what did I laughed. I got laughed at. Nobody got laughed at in 2024 more than me. Nobody. I was laughed at more than anybody on the planet Earth last year.
I ain't laugh at you though.
What?
I laughed. Hold on, wait. I laughed at you to your face. I wouldn't
But
go
I
on
couldn't
nobody.
laugh at you to your face because we weren't together when that happened.
But you had already laughed. Pooh, you had already laughed at me to my face about it. We had already had that conversation.
And then when it made a post, when the post was made, which Rory said it probably was going to end up being a post, I was laughing at that. Like, so it was just all, I thought we were all laughing together.
I have a question.
Okay.
If when niggas was saying disrespectful shit about you and making fun of you on the internet, if I laughed, if I had hashtag DJ Head, if I had retweeted that and laughed, would I have a job?
Yeah.
So good.
Okay. This has been another episode of
You've laughed at me on the internet before.
No, I have not. Not when it came to all that shit. People calling you a dick rider and all that shit. No,
but that's where I think we was on a different page because I didn't think that post was disrespectful. Nobody said nothing disrespectful about you.
I want to hear 30 more seconds
at the
because
you know,
she gets to a point, and we're about to reach that point probably. She makes a great point. She was like, if I would have did what you did, would I still have a job?
I didn't like that kept coming up. Is that the dynamic over there? Does it feel like if I say the wrong thing, I can get fired?
Well,
I didn't like that she kept bringing that up, which just
it alludes to that.
It alludes to that. It just makes it feel like, damn. I would hope that's not the energy there. You know what I mean?
Maybe that, but it's just like
at least the energy.
Maul, you're sensitive,
right? Yeah, right.
Maybe she's also saying like, Maul, you're a sensitive guy. Like I probably wouldn't have a job if I did what you did.
You would get rid of me just like you got rid of the Indian nigga.
Right.
And I guess, was that lady right? Does Demaris have a backbone? I guess she does if she said that.
No.
That's not enough.
It's like from right here, she's not even like, and this is just a clip, but she's not even going, I'm upset.
But that's why I was saying, like, it's, she is though, passively though.
But passively.
Exactly.
You passively do stuff and you don't got a spine.
Yeah, but
like that passive does not equal spine.
Like, but not in this sense where this is passive.
This is just a clip, but like,
this is passive, but you can feel it. You can feel it. But let's just hear like 20 more seconds because I think we're about to run into that part.
The wish-washy switch side and
because she's already said
like that energy, but it wasn't like, oh, this fucking girl's a fucking, get her out of here. She's a fucking clit rider.
Even after the second post, you still didn't feel that way.
What was the second post?
I got posted again.
Did you?
Yes, I did. Another out of context clip.
Oh yeah, I laughed at that, but I didn't laugh on the post though. Because that wasn't that. It was like, oh, it's just another post. But the first post I laughed at because we had just spoke about that being a post. But it wasn't like I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at the post. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I didn't feel like I did nothing wrong. But because you felt like I did something wrong, I have to apologize and let you know that it wasn't a personal laughing at Demaris thing. It was just laughing at that becoming a post. That's all that was. Got it? Oh, do you accept my apology?
Sure.
No. We ain't doing sure. We ain't doing sure. Do you, Demaris?
She gave you an answer.
Accept my apology.
I don't know what you want from me.
I'm asking you, do you accept my apology?
I don't know why you're. I don't know. We have been in this office how many times since that happened?
Once.
And how many hours? No, how many hours?
That was only one time
that we were off camera that you could have did this apology. That's number one. Number two, you're not sorry.
I saw you one time since that happened.
You're not sorry because you don't think that you.
I didn't say sorry.
Wrong.
I said I apologize.
Pause.
It's a difference.
This is where shit gets crazy.
That's good enough. But y'all get the point.
Yeah.
I thought this was beautiful. You know what I mean? Because it shows.
I do wish she stood on, like, instead of saying sure, just no, I don't accept your apology.
They're both wrong.
Mauld, she's putting Mauld in a weird position.
Yeah.
Because, like, Mauld was wondering, like, should I be apologizing? Like, I genuinely wasn't trying to hurt your feelings. And then, like, in relationships, like friends and girlfriends and all that shit, like, what you tried to do doesn't matter as opposed to how they felt about what you did.
Yeah.
But she's not even being honest about how she felt.
Yeah.
Like, she's not just coming out and being like, if she was like, you know what, I get it, but let me be honest, that shit upset me. And you laughed at it. Then there's more like, okay, I get what you're saying. Like, you're saying that you're upset it embarrassed you. I can apologize for that. I didn't want to embarrass you.
Let's just say, she said, because like she said, how many times, how long have we been in the office together for you to do this? So let's just say she said something to that, like, what the fuck was that? What's up with these laughing emojis? You know what I mean? Like, that kind of makes Mauld like a fucked up person. You know what I mean? Especially when everything is with intention. If you're only apologizing to do the other person a favor because you're so holy, nigga, like you're fucking shit. Jesus, nigga, you're doing her a favor by apologizing, which is what he was trying to do by saying got it, which is a very weird, like, that's, I don't know if that's passive or just regular aggressive. Like, got it?
His explanation made him more disingenuous.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
The more he talked, the worse it got.
The worse it got.
Yeah.
Like, because if he was just saying initially that I was laughing at the fact that we said this would happen and it happened, then that I can understand. Like, I laughed at that and I'm sorry that I did it in that way. Like, maybe I should have done it that way.
He means what he's saying.
It made it look
a little funny, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I was doing, my fault. Like, that's different. But his explanation made him look real and disingenuous.
You laugh at your friends all the time.
Yeah,
like, we come in here and make fun of each other. We don't know what joke that we made might have actually hurt somebody.
Right.
Because, like, niggas in this room is like, we're not going to be like, that hurt my feelings. We're just going to go home and be like, fuck, nigga. And then forget about it.
Got something for this nigga.
And not take it personally.
I got something for this nigga. I got something for this nigga.
But Demaris didn't do that.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't, like, self-regulate it and get it out,
compartmentalize.
If you can't compartmentalize and it's like, is that big of an issue to where it really bothered you, then go to the person and be like, hey, that was a little too much.
But also,
that's a boundary.
But also, how should we also? I don't know. She was right about that. Mauld should also know his people. Like,
she was definitely right.
She was right about that in person shit. You've seen me 3 times already.
You've seen me like 3 times.
We haven't had this discussion, but now you want to automatically bring it up on this live rock podcast.
And
like, you're not genuine about this apology.
And because never clowned you publicly.
Yeah.
But I get what Mauld's saying, because, like,
you can do both.
He didn't try to do anything wrong, but what he did still hurt her, and that's the weird gray area in relationships to where it's like, it doesn't matter. Like she was hurt.
Yeah, but he's not. But don't play like you want to apologize to me when you had multiple chances to. So it's like,
wait, that's not wrong. What he did though.
Yeah, like you played like you want to apologize to me.
So the video that we first reacted to, Drake reposted that, and Mauld laughed. And he also did some other stuff, but that was the main thing. So just imagine, right?
It was that one, and it was also the one where it was her shitting on Kendrick.
Just imagine.
And then compiled with her dancing to Drake.
the new shit.
Yeah.
I laughed, like, let's just say, I'm not even going to create a hypothetical. That would be a lot. But we're in that situation, and I laughed at you. You get what I'm saying? That would be kind of strange.
I don't know.
Especially if the first time I knew you thought it was funny. Well, the thing that also makes it
continue
different.
what you was about to say.
Like
When the first time you thought I knew it was funny was that. And not me like being in front of you like, nigga, this is kind of, I don't know.
Right. At least I can expect you to drop the laughing emojis because I saw you giggling or laughing already.
Well, they said that though. She said that you laughed at me in my face already.
And then also, this is also I think the other big thing before the Rory and Maul fans want to fucking crucify us is this is also Drake doing this. In the clip that he posted, in particular with the whole shitting on Drake about he's a culture vulture, it was 100, 200% out of context.
This is all Drake's fault.
And the fact that Maul, being his homie, knows that it was there for the conversation, knows it was out of context, and then laughing at it, it's like you're not gonna. It's really like you're not gonna get your homie. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Which is even deeper.
That's
like
really
a homie
that's different.
He's my homie, but you barely kind of know the nigga. So it's like, you know, we joke on each other, but there's a boundary level.
Right. Niggas out on the outside could be doing that. Like, what the fuck?
And Maul, it's not up for Maul to be like, Drake, yo, you gotta delete this. No, Maul has no. He can't say nothing to Drake.
All Maul had to say was at the next show was like I'm gonna have to talk to Drake. Like, let him come on, bro. You know that's out of context. Like, that's not even representing my co-host correctly. Like, you can check your homie respectfully. Like, that's not even disrespectful. It's like Drake I don't know why he posted it. You're completely out of context.
If
like
Maul,
literally, like that's all he had to say.
Yeah, if Maul cared to do that, because it's like it seems like the laughing emojis was just like him laying in bed, but niggas like, oh fuck it. It wasn't a serious.
Right. The fact that you didn't.
I don't think he was malicious either. I agree with that.
Yeah, but
he meant what he said. He just worded it backwards. Like I felt like that was the problem with this apology. He said everything backwards, and it just came. It just regressed. You feel me?
Yeah.
It was just
I
like.
think he meant what he said. He just didn't actually mean to apologize, and he was trying to apologize because he thought that's what he was supposed to do, not because he wanted to.
I also don't think that's bad necessarily. I did mention that as a point, but you can do that. You can't do that. You just have to say it in a certain way that's not like you're trying to
you don't think that's
help
weak?
The person like without them knowing.
You don't think that's weak to like just do it because this is what people want or what I think I should do?
No,
it's
it's not what I feel I should do for real.
Lauren, if
I'm
I
asking
don't
a question
think that I wronged you, but you feel wronged, you're my friend. So I would still apologize.
But why wouldn't you say that to me first in person? Like, why wouldn't you just holler at me first?
Oh well, that's different.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Because this is also the
third time they've seen each other. Why don't you just holler at me first, and then you can bring it to the air, sure. But why don't you just holler at me? Hey, yo, I really didn't mean that, my nigga. Like, I just want you to know that. You know, what I'm saying? Hey, don't worry, I cleared up on the air, nigga. Like, whatever the fuck. Okay, cool. You don't got to do that, but that's cool.
Yeah.
So it's not genuine at that point.
It's just all how you say it, man. Like he could have easily said, "I look, Demaris, I promise you, I had no care in the world for that shit, but I did think it was funny though." You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry. Like that's all. Right. That's perfect.
Because when we laugh at our friends, it's not always in good spirits.
Well, honestly, most of the time it is in good spirits.
No,
and that's the thing.
But like bad spirits can be good spirits. Like you slipping and busting your ass is hilarious. You could have got hurt. Yeah. But it's like it's still funny.
Intention. Right. The intention, you know the start places like, for good intention.
We laughed at your misfortune.
Yeah.
It's just, we didn't laugh at you getting AIDS.
Exactly.
Which is, that hurts a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more sensitive.
It's a little bit more like, damn, you gonna laugh at my AIDS, dog?
Yeah, nah.
That's crazy. At least give me like a couple months.
Yeah, you falling in front of me hurts me more than you just having AIDS because I don't have to do nothing about that.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's it.
Well, wait, let's not. No, we in it on that. That's the last